position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Punts it out of the air. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets.
There he goes! Quarterback gets the first down. No one's going to get him. Touchdown!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Safe completion on the screen. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're testing the right side here. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He's got it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout.
You want to make play calling easy?
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Quick step and go. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the big tight end. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to power it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Get set.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man, hits Maddox. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Using his legs, it's Wolf. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Extending the play. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Odom. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Using his legs, it's Wolf. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Maddox. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Wide open spaces. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Tries again to get it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Barges ahead. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The hurry up now, 2nd down. for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Powell.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on first down from the 28. Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Runs through the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Odom. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to bully their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. That'll cut the lead to 28-27. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Powell. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Powell. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matters. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Kept getting his pass to marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got enough space. Slippery slide. Find his way. Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step up.
He's got it out. Running into the open space. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. From the gun to give, looking for room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. He's got it still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to punch it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going right to work up top. Finds his back in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Alabama with a multitude. On second and short. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. It's complete on the right side.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Bully ball on third and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. To the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab. Bulldozes his way through. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this. Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Takes it the other way. Drills him with the stiff arm. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fighting off the defender. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll heave it deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back. And save as much time as possible. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
You know, there are a lot of offenses that would decide to just try to plow that football forward in between the tackles. There they went with the jet sweep, trying to catch the defense off guard with their speed, but the defense was having none of it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown. They extend this this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get sacked.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch at the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Flip it, flip it.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. The job by this offense, continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Creates a little room.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Looking to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.